All right, guys, this is the genius Weatherman, and today we're going to talk about a new announcement. I just wrote an article on pickupdaily.com. It's entitled Code Approach, and I'm pretty excited by it because I actually see in the future a pickup, and and it just kind of goes hand in hand with all of my ideas and theories about the community, where it's going, and pickup itself. But anyways, before we start about that, I got my spider bite venom, my hot cocoa recipe, and it's got some stevia and stuff like that in there, some butter, and then my spider bite venom drink, which is carbonated water, and when I fast, I add some salt and potassium and lemon juice. And going back to full carnivore, except for the mustard, four pasture-raised eggs, and two cheeseburger patties, pasture-raised beef. I doubt if I'll eat it all, but I'll save some for later maybe. Anyways, so if you guys don't know, I've been doing pickup for a long time. I've been actually picking up girls since I was in high school. I'm talking about 30 years ago. And basically, or over 30 years ago. And basically, when the online pickup community came in the early 2000s, a lot of guys like Mystery and a few others came through some breakthroughs as far as game, being able to structure game, being able to go from open to close and stuff like that. And then a lot of the routines and stuff like that kind of got disjointed from being more natural, and a lot of other types of methods came out. But when you look closely, they're still kind of closely related to the mystery method and stuff like that. And it's basically been the history of the pickup community. Now, I myself, when I was in high school, I was going to be a computer programmer, so I do have some, how would you say, not a lot of experience, but I've had some experience working with computer programming and stuff like that. And and nowadays, it seems like with the onslaught of social media and stuff like that, which most of it is a joke and doesn't really do anything practical for pickup. Still, the computer programming aspect the application of computer programming is starting to be used for all kinds of stuff, which is pretty cool. And in my opinion, it can be used for the pickup community. However, I have to add this caveat that, without the right game, or I should say the logic behind it, if what I'm talking about is going to sound kind of little all over the place, you just have to bear with me. But I'm just trying to explain to you how the pickup community is going to change and for the future, at least in my opinion. basically this application of, whether it's apps or software or websites, stuff like that. It's going to revolutionize the pickup community. And just kind of give you an idea, kind of over-exaggerated idea of what I'm talking about. So I see the pickup community being able to create an app or if you want to call it AI, which I really don't believe, but some kind of application where an actual robot or something is actually doing the pickup for you. So from now to that point, I'm in the middle of developing a program, an application, and maybe even a language, computer programming language, so that anybody can use their own method and use the actual code for implementing that method out in the real world. So I'm calling this code approach, not cold approach, which is known in the pickup community as, like cold calling, or, you're freezing cold, stuff like that. But taking that word and replacing it with code, computer code, and then obviously keeping the word approach. So basically what's going to do is, this egg is so good. Basically what's going to do is the user will be able to format their method, namely verbal game and physical game, into basically a to-do list or to-do application, and eventually this to-do list can be an actual program performed by an actual user, or in my opinion, someone in the future, even by a robot. But I mean, obviously you wouldn't have a robot do the pickup for you, but what you could have is an application where you can self-coach yourself. You can have a earpiece or something in your ear, and a microphone, a hidden microphone under your shirt, and literally, because the languages gives the creator of the method to create the anticipate dialogue. You basically are told what to say based off of a girl's response, for example. So again, I know this sounds complicated and all over the place, but you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm just going on record right now that I'm the one that's coming up with this idea. No one has ever done this before. It might not even work, but still, if it does, you can imagine the potential. Because, let's face it, the biggest idea, the biggest demand in the pickup community is for practical application. You know, all the abstract information, like, you know, how to be high value, or, you know, or an alpha male, or some silly nonsense like that, isn't really working for most PUAs and pickup artists and dating coaches, or for their clients. So this computer language, you know, quote unquote computer language, or code that I'm coming up with, is designed to get the end user to practically go out into the field, pick up, you know, see a hot girl that he likes. Now, this, of course, keeping in mind that he's overcome his fear of approach and stuff like that. But literally, this whole problem of, you know, what do I say, and what if she says this and all that. This application, and ultimately this new computer language, is going to solve all that for you. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds weird, and you may be right. It might not even work, but I'm gonna give it a try. You know, a lot of ideas I've had, unfortunately, have been either stolen or necessarily, I don't want to blame somebody else, but, you know, I didn't jump on it so fast. Somebody else ended up using the idea, made tons of money off of it. I became favorites and stuff like that. So, anyways, the point of this video is to go on record what it is I'm thinking right now about pickup. Because I know a lot of guys are frustrated with results, you know. So it was just a breaking news article that came out on my, you know, pickupdays.com website a few days ago about how a record number of millennials are not even having sex. So, you know, couples, not just millennials, but couples in general, are just not having sex anymore because nobody knows how to talk to each other. Nobody's getting married. People are just online, just obsessed with their validation they get off Facebook and Instagram, stuff like that. And nobody knows how to approach and talk to girls. So basically, this new application called Code Approach. I already registered the domain names: codeapproach.net, codeapproach.org. Is going to teach guys and give them actual practical advice, or actually a whole practicality and just doing it when it comes to picking up women. So I'm keep talking about this more in the future. You know, it's just one more thing I'm adding onto my plate because I got a lot of other stuff going. I got, you know, the Spider Bite Venom working on, stuff like that. But the thing about it is, when you hear the terms AI, AI this and AI that, it's basically just computer programs and algorithms that run on, if a person says this and then the computer takes this action or this happens or whatever. It's all a bunch of if-then statements. Of course, deeper than that is, machine language, which actually turns everything into a binary code at the zeros and ones, can be read on a computer chip. So, codeapproach.com, or codeapproach.org. Excuse me. It's going to be an open source language for pickup in the beginning. Eventually, it'll also be open source language for other types of application like sales. So Code Approach sales, Code Approach pickup. Basically going to revolutionize how quote unquote AI programming languages are made that focus on human-to-human interactions, like pickup, like sales, stuff like that. To give you an idea, if this hasn't already been done before, it will. You can use this language to create an automatic salesperson. Where the person makes the call, where the AI or the robot or whatever you want to call it makes the phone call makes a sales call to a client, potential client, and it already knows how to handle objections and rejections and everything else, and actually closes the sale. So, this is, in my opinion, where pickup is going, and I'm excited to be a part of it. I don't see anybody yet talking about this, so I'm going on record now as being the first one who is. And I haven't been this excited about anything, even more so than the spider bite venom recipes that I'm going to be coming out for fasting. I've never been this excited about the potential of where this is going to go. So, at the same time, I'm a stoic, so I don't expect anything to happen other than a great experience of learning from failure. But give it a try anyways. See what happens. If my calculations are correct, if you're looking at the next Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, or whoever you want to, call these folks, because I've been to the mountaintop and I've seen over the horizon, and it looks good. There's a lot to be positive about. So anyway, that's the end of this announcement. Just in this video, I didn't finish with my meal. Guess I did eat everything. It's so good. I just feel so good eating meat. And until next time, keep taking action.